This is the mic test. So, can you hear you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I will start exactly 1 minute later. Okay. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 비자인 코리아 창긴닷컴 행사사무소의 정만익 행정사입니다. 제가 중앙대학교 석사 과정을 준비하면서 작년 말이죠. 작년 10월쯤부터 라이브 쇼를 이제 할 수가 좀 없었어요. 업무도 좀 바빴었고 많이 힘들었었는데 이번에 논문을 거의 이제 마지막으로 제출을 해서 여러분들과 같이 이제 프라이데이 나이트 Q&A 타임을 갖게 됐습니다. 저희 그 상담은 실시간으로 매주 금요일 날 이렇게 진행이 됩니다. 한국의 출입국이라든가 비자에 관련된 사항들을 궁금한 사항들을 질문을 주시면 제가 실시간으로 확인을 해서 답변을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 질문은 영어로 하실 수도 있고요. 또 한국어로 하실 수 있습니다. 그래서 영어로 질문을 주시는 분들은 영어로 답변을 드리고요. 한국어로 질문을 주시는 분들은 한국어로 답변을 드리도록 하겠습니다. Hi, this is Mr. Zhang from Visa in Korea. It's a long time no see. Since last October, maybe, right? I've been very busy for my working, right? Immigration matters and my graduate study, right? So the few weeks ago, I submitted my first draft to my professor in charge. So I'm a little bit free, but I have to do more than that before graduation. But it was very tough time, and I did several things. But you support me a lot and through my Facebook page and give a very warmful message to me and cheer me up and everything stuff, and I really appreciate that. And also it was very sorry for stopping our Friday night and a communication, the live show, the since the last of this October. So I tried to do something, but please kindly understand me. It was very tough time, and the resuming this Friday night show, it was not easy, but you were great and support and warmful and message to me, and it gave me very great motivation to the restart our the Friday night show. So I really appreciate that. And right now it's a 17 person and it joined our on the Friday night, but actually, you know, like you need a lot of support. I totally understand that, and also it was a very great opportunity to explain Korean immigration matters and the visa issues. As you know, there are lots of changes from the last year to this year, especially F2 and the F5. F2, the residency, and F5 permanent residency has been changed a lot over the guidelines. And so I just posted several information about the new change the things. So but sometimes it was not enough because you need a more personal. You were very the personal and detailed information you really need it, but due to my like a shortage of the time to the restart our Friday night show. So I really sorry and really appreciate that you were very great and welcoming. The last year, almost 1 year, I did it for the this Friday night show and support lots of foreigners living in Korea, and I just supported lots of the persons, and also there are lots of persons and sent a message to me about my enthusiasm and my great effort to the lead and the foreigners and stay in Korea more stably and introduce more detailed information on the visa issues and everything stuff. And also the last time when we started the Friday night show, its time was 9 to 10, but some of the foreigners and I said that, hey, Mr. John, could you change the time 9 to 10 because most of the person and labor workers and we need time after having some dinner and take a shower and really join your class or your lecture, but really the difficult to me like a 9 p.m. So I just changed it 9 p.m. to the 10 p.m. for your convenience. So I think it's a 10 p.m. The it is more good time for you, and also a Friday night, right? Friday night, and even if you just spend 1 hour with me, but you can take a rest at home and tomorrow because tomorrow is a Saturday and Sunday you can freely uh, staying in Korea. Also, due to COVID-19 situation and since 2020, it was very tough time. I totally understand you were talking and it's very difficult to do something and even your working place and also visiting to the immigration office is very tough and because they just reduced the window and the counter, so it's very difficult to make a reservation for that. And but the right now is almost similar to that, and the right now is almost going back to the normal life right now. So I hope that it'll be more better and also the your the future the dreaming will be come true and I really hope that everything you just tried to the prepare or ready for something and that comes true. Yes. Okay, let us start. Today is our the Q&A and the live show. Wow, just almost a 1 hour, 1 year from the last year. Wow, it was a very difficult time, even like But anyway, we will start at the first one and Deepak Bata. Really, thank you for that one. May I know what exactly this program? This program is I will every Friday. If you just send messages about your visa or immigration matters, I just explain personally that based on your questions. Okay, so you can ask your immigration matters and visa issues into the is our the live show and during at the time or but you can check the Visa in Korea website or the Facebook page of Visa in Korea and you can send the personal message to me and set up the schedule and we can make a consultation further detailedly. Okay. Good. So my Prime Minister Imran Khan. Hello, my name is Khan. Yes, Khan. How are you? Now I have a D10 visa. Can I change it D4? But actually D10, but I'm not sure that which visa do you have before D10? The first of all, D2. If you got a D2 and D2 and D4 is totally different. So even if you got a D10 and before that, before D10 and you got a D2, you can change your D4. But if you got a D10, like a E7-4, like a converted from the E9 to E7-4, it'll be a little bit, it is not that, it is not that uh, uh, but you can try, but one the immigration officer considers that is some of the restrictions and E7-4 visa holders change D10 and D4 changes. There are some restrictions, but if you get a D10, D2 before and you change E7-1, not E7-4, and you can change D10, and then if you have a time in D4, yeah, it is available. Okay, it's the correct answer, right? China Khan, long time no see, right? It's been a long time. Hello, sir. Hi. Hello, Khan. I can. We can talk further later then. 근데 까멀 우즈부 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 네, if you have a question, 질문 있으시면 한국어로 질문해 주시면 될 것 같습니다. Okay, BSM7. Hello, Mr. Zhang. What do I need for the extension of my F27 visa? Okay. BSM. There are the several changes about F27 visa right now, but then also you can visit my Facebook page and the visa in Korea. I just posted about the newest visa, like released in the April as well. The most important thing is when you extend, the basically is required for the 80 points, and if your spouse has F271, your the last year's income shall be over GNI one time. But if not, if you are staying here by your own self, so you need 80 point and the basic income is a basic rule. But due to like the monthly basic wage is required, but immigration services has released that the some of the grace period, right? So if you are the working at a company, okay, if you are working at a company and without if you were the points are less than 80 or and the last year's income is less than monthly like a basic income, right? And even though you may extend the 6 month and another 6 month, right? Totally, immigration may give you six two times of a 6 month. In the first time is 6 months. After then, you can extend 6 months. So 1 year, immigration will give you like a grace period for 1 year exactly, even if you cannot meet 80 points or less than the monthly wage. Monthly wage means you know that, right? Is around 1.9 million won, and you have to prove that 12 times of like a 1.9 million won. But if you cannot meet this requirement, yes, you can extend, right? Like maximum 1 year, but every 6 months you have to extend. Why immigration office give this grace period for the 1 year? Because immigration officer when they started the new this criteria and from the last December, but there is no any specific guideline and released and publicly. So there is some of the like a noisy, right? And because nobody knows what happened, why this new rule has started, and when this new rule started, but nobody knows it. So immigration officers totally understand that situation. So they gave finally decided to give and 1 year, 1 year and the grace period. So BSM, if you are the working at a company, right, and even though your points are less than 80 or less than monthly wage, 12 times of monthly wage for the last year, and you can extend 6 months, right? So why immigration office and gave the 1 year grace period? Because if you extend and this time 1 year later, then and they can they track your this year's the income certificate, right? The full year, January 1st to December 31st, 2022. So they can consider your this year's full the income and reflect on your extension after 2 times of your F7 extension, by 6 months, right? So your first this time extension is not a big matter, right? So you must focus on after 1 year when you extend. So if you cannot meet 80 point or like 12 times of a monthly basic wage, 1 year later, then your visa cannot be extended because of immigration service and gives you or like a grace period for 1 year. So within 1 year you have to do. But most important thing is in next year when you extend, like after fully using and the 1 year, and you have to the proof like 80 points and 12 times of the monthly basic income. So it means uh, this January 1st to this December 31st, you have to make at least 80 points and the 12 times of basic income if you want to extend after the 1 year grace period. Okay, BSF 7. So further details, and if you make a plan how to do, just contact me. But you may know that, right? So 델타 777. 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까? 질문 있으시면 한국어로 질문을 주시면 제가 최대한 설명을 해드리겠습니다. 산지와 실바, my CCVI for E9 has been rejected by the Korean immigration. How to reappeal? I cannot understand the CCVI. This is what is that? I think, but I'm not sure the exact meaning of a CCVI. But there are two things you may ask me about your situation right now. The first one I think is you are just a re-entry in on visa holder, right? Or it is like a sincere worker re-entry. I think it is a re-entry something. But I just received some the questions about sincere worker or just like a special on the topic and the tester and try to re-entering Korea, but the visa has been rejected because due to COVID-19 situation. Yes. So because of her, there was some of the steps when you apply for the E9 as a like a re-entry. The first one, uh, you know that, right? Your company shall invite you, and if you are a sincere worker, committed worker, and before you going back to your country and your company apply for the visa issuance confirmation and that stuff, right? And after that, you can come like a 1 month after that. Or if you just finish the 4 year and 10 month, then the while you're working at an E9 and you if you change some of the companies and you just going back to your country and take a special topic CBT special CBT and you have to find the company and you have to come back. But this is usually two ways, right? But right now it's due to the COVID-19 situation, and even if you made a contract with your company, right? And after that, you just made some apply for your visa. But due to COVID-19 situation, your visa has been and rejected. In this case, is difficult, and you have to reapply for that, and the E9 again reapply because of already the Ministry of Labor and Employment system, and it's totally different from the immigration services. So even if everything is right, you made a contract and you are the uh, inviting company already made us the working contract, everything is already. But if you cannot get your visa from the immigration service, you cannot come. And also, everything is already, and you are ready to come back to Korea, but due to COVID-19 situation, you cannot come here, and your visa has been rejected. There's no other ways, and you just try one more time to apply for that. But I'm not sure it is works or not. So if your visa has been rejected, there's two ways. And the first one, reapply for the same and the proposal, same company, or there's no other ways. Jahid Khan, thank you for resuming this informative live broadcast. My question is regarding E7-4. It is possible to change a two-person E7-4 in one company in Jeju with less than 10 workers? Okay, the first one, in principle, it is not available. If you were the manufacturing company, it belongs to and 뿌리기업, road industry, right? So if you were the company workers, Korean workers, the more than and the 10 persons, two E7-4 visa holders available, but less than 10 workers, just only one person is available. So if even if and your company belongs to the road industry, less than 10 Korean workers, in this case, only one person can apply for the E7-4 at your company. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. And Alex Justice, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 오랜만입니다. 이름은 많이 들었었고 이전에도 기억이 좀 납니다. 질문이 있으시면 질문을 남겨주시면 제가 답변을 좀 드리겠습니다. Alex, okay. Chahid Khan, sir, how to change E7-4 visa to others visa? What type of visa we can apply while holding E7-4? And is there any chance to get F5 from E7-4? Okay, Chahid Khan. Okay. But you know that, and based on December 2020, and there was a huge and a change for the F27. So since December 2020, E7-4 visa holders cannot change it to F27 visa anymore. So right now, only E7-4 visa can apply for that is F299 visa. So F299 is a long-term the residence visa. Is a requirement is you need to have, you need to stay in Korea for the 5 years with a E7-4, not including E9 visa holders working and the staying period. Okay, so 5 years from E7-4 and the KIP stage 4 completion, and it's just based on your application, right? Yeah. In this case, the 50 million won savings or your 전세, right? And a deposit and a basic like a 18, 18, 1/8, right? 18 times of the monthly wage. Monthly wage is a 1.9, and so you just multiply by 18 times, so around the 34.5 million or 35 million maybe, right? So you may just attract it. So 18 times of and the monthly basic income. If you meet this requirement after 5 years from the E7-4, you may have a chance to apply for the F299 visa. Okay, but F5, Yeah, the 5 years from E7-4 to F5-1. Yeah, it's very, very, very difficult, but you have a chance. But if you have E7 and 2 F5, you have to have a bachelor's degree, at least bachelor's degree, and the Gen I 2 times the income. The 2021's Gen I, like a provisional, the Gen I is around the 40 million won. So your yearly income shall be over 80 million won. It's almost difficult. And also, you have to have a bachelor's degree and KIP stage 5 completion. Okay? 옆집 오빠님 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 질문 있으시면 질문을 해주시면 제가 상실하게 설명을 해드리겠습니다. Ali Mohammed Nahid. Hello, Mr. Zhang. How to change E7-4 visa to other visa? Thank you to your broadcasting. Okay. But actually, that I previously explained when I explained about the questions from Chai Khan. But I just explained one more time regarding which visa can be converted from E7-4 to F299. But basically, more reasonable approaching is F299 visa. F299 visa is a requirement is first, you need to stay for the 5 years from E7-4 visa. The first condition is period. Second one is your your yearly income. So monthly, 18 times of our monthly income. So okay, I just calculate. So right now is monthly. Okay, monthly wage income is 1.9 million won, and 18 times is 34.5 million won for your 1 year, January 1st to December 1st. Your incomes is required. The first one period of 5 years from E7-4. The second one is your yearly income shall be over 34.5 million won. Okay. The third one, KIP stage 4 completion. There is no topic, just the KIP stage 4 completion. And if you just apply for the F299 by your own self, and in this case, your savings or chonse like need 15 million won. That is the basic requirement. Can you understand that, right? Yeah. This the basic and the requirement and explanation about the F299 are already posted on my Facebook and also YouTube channel and the Korean and English. You can check my YouTube channel and you may check further details on it. Steve Alexander, I've heard that there is a deadline to how long the 2020 GNR will be accepted on F2 and F application. I already posted on this information. I heard that July 1st, the Easter final day. No. Because of our immigration services, I think they are considering lots of things because this May, provisional 2021 GNI income has been released from the Bank of Korea, right? But this is a provisional, not confirmed. So 2021 confirmed the GNI will be released in June. So I think immigration service they considers that apply new the confirmed 2021 GNI from July 1st. So as far as I know, based on all my information, and I already posted on my Facebook, and the 2020 and the confirmed GNI is higher than a little bit higher than 37.6 million won, I think, 37.7 million won around right, 37.7 million won. So but you can use 2020 confirmed GNI before July 1st. It means, yes, June 30 is the last day. You can use the 2020 confirmed GNI. Okay, Steve Alexander, if you want to apply for the F2 and F5 application and using 2020 confirmed GNI, you have to use it. You have to apply for the F2 or F5 before July 1st. It means the deadline is June 30 this year. Okay. 옆집 오빠. 재직증명서 대상이 용역계약서로 F7 비자 연장이 가능하나요? 용역계약서? 이거는 달라요. 재직증명서는 회사에 내가 근무하고 있습니다. 재직증명서를 제출할 때 같이 제출해야 되는 서류가 4대 보험 가입자 명부예요. 그러면 4대 보험 가입자 명부에 내가 국민고용보험은 가입하지 않더라도 의료보험, 나머지 것들이 가입이 되어 있어야 된다는 얘기예요. 그래서 재직증명서 하나만 보는 게 아니고 재직증명서하고 같이 연결되어 있는 게 너가 이 회사에서 일하고 있습니다. 이 회사에서 일하고 있으면 회사 사업자 등록증, 그 다음에 재직증명서, 그리고 4대 보험 가입자 명부에 이 회사에서 정말로 풀타임으로 근무하고 있는지를 보고 있는 거거든요. 근데 용역계약서는 뭐냐면 사업을 하고 있는 사람이나 아니면 그냥 내가 특별하게 회사가 있는 게 아니고 프리랜서로 일하는 거예요. 프리랜서로 일하는 거는 사업자가 없이 프리랜서로 일하는 거는 그 회사에서 재직증명서를 줄 수가 없잖아요. 왜 그러냐면 F7 비자에 대해서 원칙적으로 이전에 법무부에서 잘못 해석한 부분도 있지만 출입국관리법 시행령 23조에 보면 F7 비자를 가지고 있는 사람들은 취업에 제한이 없다고 나와 있어요. 취업이라는 얘기는 취업, employment이에요. employment. 그래서 재직증명서가 certificate of employment고 F7 비자는 취업을 할 수가 있는 거예요. 다만 취업할 때 단순 노무직, 레스토랑에서 서빙하는 것은 안 되고 다만 프로페셔널 잡에 들어가 있어야 돼요. 그게 F7의 취업, employment의 조건인데 F7 비자를 만약에 연장을 하려면 용역계약서가 아닌 재직증명서가 있어야 되는 이유가 취직이라는 거는 한 회사에 풀타임으로 근무를 하고 있어야 돼요. 요즘에 F7 비자 또 영주권 관련해서 굉장히 출입국에서 민감하게 보고 있는 게 뭐냐면 이 일용직으로 근무하고 있는 사람들이 있어요. 일용직이란 얘기는 like a contract worker 같이 회사의 직원이 아니고 본인이 프리랜서로 일하고 있는 거예요. 그거는 재직증명서를 발행을 할 수가 없는데 그런 거는 굉장히 출입국에서 좀 싫어하고 있고 이제 메인 잡이 있고 사이드 잡으로 그렇게 할 수는 있어요. 근데 메인 잡, 재직증명서 자기가 레지스터 돼 있는 게 아니면 문제가 될 수 있는 게 첫 번째 내가 세금을 얼마만큼 내고 있는지 확인할 수 있는 길이 없어요. 그리고 많은 곳에서 일했을 때 어떻게 그 소득을 증명할 수 있는지 확인이 안 돼요. 그래서 지금 F7 비자로 영역계약서로 얘기를 하다 보니까 아마 지금 예를 들면 회사 없이 그냥 이렇게 일을 하고 있는 것 같은데 그냥 contract worker는 출입국에서 문제 삼을 수가 있어요. 그래서 회사에서 일할 조건, 취업이라는 거는 회사에서 일하는 거지 프리랜서는 비즈니스 하는 거예요. 이게 잘못 알고 계신 분들이 계신데 F7 비자는 employment를 할 수 있는 qualification이 되는 거지 비즈니스를 하는 거가 원래 되어 있는 거는 아니에요. 근데 영역계약서는 like a 프리랜서 계약이거든요. 프리랜서 계약은 재직증명서를 발행을 할 수가 없기 때문에 출입국에서 인정을 해주지 않을 수 있어요. 그래서 회사를 찾든지 그런 방법을 좀 찾아야 돼요. 예. 그다음에 아야카 아야카님은 저는 해외 4년제 대학교 영문학과에 재학 중이고 한국에 계신 거예요? 근데 해외 대학교를 다니고 계시는 거라고요? 인터넷으로 다니시는 건가요? 나중에 한국에서 E7 비자를 받고 마케팅이나 통역 업무를 하고 싶은데요. 전공과 업무에 관련성이 없는 경우는 관련 분야에서 꼭 5년 이상의 경력이 필요한가요? 네, 맞습니다. 영문학과하고 통역하고는 다릅니다. 예, 제가 다시 한번 설명해 드리자면 영문학과하고 통역학과는 달라요. 그러니까 Interpretation이나 Translation Department에서 Bachelor Degree 받는 거하고 English Department에서 받는 거하고는 전혀 달라요. 그러니까 영어를 아무리 잘해도 통번역 대학원을 해서 대학교에서 졸업을 하셔야 통역이나 번역 업무를 할 수 있어요. 그래서 근데 마케팅도 해당이 안 돼요. 왜냐하면 영문학과이기 때문에 어 그러니까 해외 대학 졸업자는 67개 전문 직종이 있어요. 67 프로페셔널 잡 카테고리가 있는데 67개 직종에 1대1로 매칭이 돼야 돼요. 그렇기 때문에 전공이 100% 100% 매칭해야 돼요. 한국에서 대학교를 나오는 경우는 상관이 없지만 그렇기 때문에 해외에서 영문학과를 나온 경우에는 E7을 받으려면 예를 들면 마케팅이면 마케팅 쪽에 5 년을 경력을 쌓아야 돼요. 대학교 졸업한 다음에. 그거밖에 방법이 없습니다. 그래서 제가 보면은 한국에 석사학위로 공부를 하러 오셔도 되고요. 석사를 하시고 나시고 조금 더 일을 찾아보실 수 있어요. 하지만 해외 학위는 67개 E7 비자군하고 1대 1로 매칭이 되어야 E7을 신청할 수 있어요. 아시겠죠? 그게 인정이 안 되면 경력이 있어야 되고 그 경력만 보더라도 학위는 제출하게끔 되어 있어요, 학위가 있으시면. 그래서 만약에 마케팅이다 그러면 마케팅 쪽에 5년 경력을 하셔야 되는데 한국은 이렇게 보시면 돼요. 학력 그리고 그거를 사용할 수 없는 경우에 경력을 가장 마지막 으로 봐요. 그러니까 동일하게 보지는 않아요. 학력을 더 높게 보고 경력을 더 낮게 봅니다. Jahad Hassan C. Can I change my D2 visa bachelor's into E7 at the restaurant where I work part-time? No, it's not available. DT2 is a bachelor's degree, right? But first of all, yes, you can work as a part-time at a restaurant after reporting to the immigration office, and you need to get your like an extra the working permit. Yeah, you can do that. But E7 and the working for the restaurant only and the chef is available. So if your the case is not the matching to the restaurant and the work, such as chef, it is not available. There is no other the ways to the change DT2 or you change to D10 to E7. So uh, even you have the bachelor's degree but different and a major, and you need to consider that and why your company needs you. But I said already, the restaurant is not available. Not available. Okay, you need to find another one. Okay, but I said that as the work and a part time is available, or you did after reporting to the immigration office. But E7 is truly different. So just give up and find the other place. Okay. Sawalaf Manhas, sir, how much you charge fee to convert E7 to F27 visa? That one I think is you may contact me privately. So this you know during this hour and the Friday night show is it is difficult to review the something and the price and other stuff because it depends on the person. So you may contact me like a Visa in Korea website or Visa in Korea and the Facebook page, right? There is something and you can do. Okay. So you can contact me and other call me in my information and through Facebook page and Visa in Korea website and contact me. Rahil Jafar, so is it possible to change E7-4 visa into business visa? Business visa. Okay. Okay. Rahil, you must know that it's investment. The D8, the visa is getting stricter because immigration officer they may track your money transfer from your home country, and secondly, how to make this seed money investment amount in your home country, not in Korea. Okay, and secondly, do you have any like business and experience? If you don't have it, it is highly there is a lot of a highly the potentially your visa will be rejected because of two reasons. Okay, the first, even if you made 100 million won from your home country, you can exactly and prove that you have enough money, right, to support or to run your own business, right? But the second one is the most important thing. Immigration officer may check your work experience. If you got an E7-4, it means you were in Korea with E9 visa, right? In this case, even if you just work very hard, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any and the business experience at all. So if you just try to apply for the D8, there are highly possibility to be rejected on your visa. So right now E7-4, I'm not sure that why you're just to try to the change the D8. So if you do, just to change the F2 visa, right? And there was a, but you cannot open your own business. But in this case, but you know, the finally my decision and is that E7-4 is not available. Basically, okay, and principally, and for the D8, okay. PSM7, I have a more than 80 point and higher than minimum wage, but I have my own business. Can I extend it? You have after 7, right? So I just posted it already the last year, I think, right? Immigration officer may accept your business income, even though Article 23 of the Immigration Act, President's Decree, it doesn't indicate it about business for the F27, but immigration officer may accept your business income. Okay. Urdu life, sir, F5 need cap level 4, level 5 is required. F5-1 general and permanent the residency, and F5-10 the master's degree holder in Korea or advanced technology and a bachelor degree holder in Korea, and F5 F5-16 the 3 years from up to 7 visa holders. There are required for the KIP stage 5 completion. Okay, the completion means you have to take a whole test and you have to pass the test for the final test. Okay, need KIP stage 5 completion after pass the test. BSM7, okay, sir, I will contact you on Monday. Okay, great. Shahid Khan, sir, an F299 visa holder working in my company. He had E7-4 and then changed to F299 visa in the same company where I am working. So I can apply for the E7-4 visa with less than 10 workers. Yes. You have to ask me like this. So E7-4 already and it changed to, I'm sorry. There are two ways that you have to consider. Okay. If E7-4 visa holders change to F299, right? In this case, there is an empty for the E7-4 one quota. But you must understand that if you apply for the E7-4 and there is an F2 visa holders there, And there is another rule, but E7-4 is no problem, but there is F299 visa. So there is a need more than 10 Korean workers because the F299 visa. Okay, so in this case right now, uh, and there is a spice for the applying for the E7-4 because the previous E7-4, the visa holder changed it to F299, but it means and only 20% of the foreigners may apply for the E7 or E7, right? When the based on the like 20% of number of Koreans. So if two persons, including E7 and F2, and can work at the if they work at the same company, need more than 10 Koreans. So Chai Khan, if your company's Korean workers are number of Korean workers is less than 10 workers, you are not available. So if F9 visa holders move to another company, yeah, it is possible. Noemi Grace Megbaua. Hi, sir. Is it possible to change from D2 bachelor degree, D2, right? Bachelor degree from University of Korea to F2. But actually, based on the principle, it is not available. But if you are the chain, but mostly the master degree holders, and after that, and the change D10 or directly D2 to F2, if you find the company, you can do that. But bachelors, just the only one case, just to change E7 and waiting for the 3 years or previous year's income is more than 40 million won and 80 point, you can apply. Or if you got a D22 and if you are being hired as a Kospi or Kosdaq listed company and you with the working contract yearly income will be accepted as your income certificate. So if you are a holder of a bachelor degree in Korea, only way is you have to being hired as from the Kospi or Kosdaq listed company. Except then you have to change E7 and change F2. Okay. 프리양간이 자이하신 게 Sir, please explain according to new immigration rules, how to change from D8 visa to F27. It's simple, right? D8 visa to F27 is simple, but you always and you need to check that when you change F27, you have to meet D8 visa extension the requirement. So if your D10 visa extension requirement, if you meet this requirement and the 80 point, and you can apply for that. 80 point is a mandatory, but if your last year's income is less than 40 million won, you have to wait until 3 years from D8. But if you are staying more than 3 years from D8 right now, so if you were the last year, if your the points are more than 80 and the last year's your income is more than 12 times of monthly basic income, you can apply for that, right? But I said that if your last year's income is less than 40 million won, you have to wait for 3 years from your D8 visa. Okay. Sticky. Wow. Hi, sir. An immigration officer knew when I worked illegally, but I didn't pay any penalties, just the warnings. There will be a reduction or not of a point for the 10 reduction. It doesn't matter about it doesn't matter about they give fines or not. Immigration officer already they have data. It means you got caught already, right? And through a certain document or something like this. So I did a bachelor and a master in Korea. So I think based on my understanding, if you work illegally a immigration officer already they can see you were illegal and the status, right? In this case, just to give you a warning, but already got a report on it, and they can see that you are working illegally. It means the time when you apply for that, you will be deducted. It means if you got a like a violation or something like that. So if you're the fines less than 400,000 won, 40만 원, right? 400,000 won, you have a chance to apply for the D10, but there are highly possibilities to reduce of your illegal working points. Okay. In the mic field, I am on an F299 visa and I'm now married to a Korean national. Change F6. What is the easiest way to change to an F5? You need to get F6 first. F299 visa, you have F299 visa, right? So you're Korean national, you got married to Korean national. So you need to change F6. F6 and 2 years from F6, and if you complicate be stage 5 and you and your spouse's yearly income and totally combined and more than GNI, you have a chance to apply for that. Uh, so no need to make a GNI. So if you got married to Korean national, change it the from F299 to F61, right? And then 2 years later, then you just change it to F5, F54. So in this case right now, even if you are the working and saving at the same time, but GNI is not available, only available combining your spouse as a foreigner. So please kind of listen to my advice. Change it to F61 and prepare for the F5. The for it, don't be hurry up. If it's somebody, I give you a certain advice to everybody, right? Somebody said that they just did it everything stuff and without any planning, right? And just they just said that I need to quickly do something and quickly do something. I want to change a certain the video as quickly as possible, but without the planning and just instinctively you're just moving to or the prepared for that. Sometimes it is very not good for you. So just follow those steps. If you just hurry up and doing, even there is a certain way you have to follow, but if you ignore that follow and the way and doing it like a abnormal things, immigration officer knows it. Why you got married? So if you got married to the Korean national, change the F6, and then 2 years later apply for the F5. If not, okay, Naveen Kumar. Hi, I am on E7-1 after visa. My company is listed in Kospi. If you do, if your company is listed in Kospi, in this case, and you can use your yearly income, like a working contract, as your income, like your income points. Okay, so if E7-1, no need to wait 14 minutes, but you must understand that if you E7-1, your previous year's income is a 40 million won, or if you're working at a cost P or cost down listed company, and your yearly income is more than 40 million won, yeah, you can apply for it right away. And also, your the contract yearly the amount is accepted as your income point. Okay. Naveen Kumar, salary 60 million won. I don't know Korean language. Naveen Kumar, I don't know about the questions about this one. Naveen Kumar, wait a minute. Naveen Kumar, I forgot your questions. Naveen Kumar. Mm. Naveen Kumar. Okay, 60 million won, but I need to check that your previous Naveen Kumar. Question. Naveen Kumar, where are you, Naveen Kumar? Naveen Kumar. Naveen Kumar. Oh, E7-1 to F2. Okay. So Naveen Kumar, if your salary is 60 million won, I don't know. It doesn't matter about the Korean languages. So if you're working at a Kospi and your the yearly is more than 40 million won, and also if you meet 80 point, you can apply for that. No need Korean language. Okay. 그 프리양가니의 자야신게. So thank you. So join next Friday also. Ran 3, Tyrant 3. Hello, sir. What requirement or conditions to meet about G1 visa holder wishing to come back as a factory worker after voluntary leaving? I don't know. I'm not a professional for the G1 and voluntary workers, but actually, right now very difficult to get all the visas. Somebody who applied for the G1. Well, this is what I knew. I'm really sorry about that. Mike Field, thank you for your advice and hosting this Q&A. Thank you. To join the next week also, next Friday also. Priyanka Jayashinge. Yes, sir. Please explain if I change visa from D8 visa to F7 visa and then change it to F5. What is the procedure? Okay. If you change your D8 visa to F7, there is a very the big reason. One big reason why D8 visa holders change to F7. It means if you change F7 from the D8, it means you can run your own business and extra. You can work for others. Right now, the visa holders cannot work for others, right? So F7, if you have it, while you're running your own D8 and the field of your business, and also you can the work for others. So if you meet the GNI double income, right? So I'd like to recommend you to the D8 to F5, but I'd like to recommend you to the change F7 to F5 because if you want to change D8 to F5, need 1 billion won the sales volume for 2 years average, right? So if you change F7 and F5, and the totally 5 years from D8 or F7, it doesn't matter. And the basic requirement is the first one, GNI 2-time income, right? GNI 2-time is around the 80.1 million won, right? And KIP stage 5 completion and 5 years from D8 and F7. Okay, good. PS Malasi. I am graduation from university in September. Automobile department D2 visa change to E7 without language. It is possible? Yeah, no problem. D2 to E7 is not required for the language. But if you change D2 to D10, like job seeking, and without the language and the year, the point is very less, right? So if you want to change D2 to job seeking D10, it is required for the 60 points. Okay, so you must check that. And if you graduated and check that it is available to apply for the D10 right, job seeking or not. But even though D2 to E7 directly applying for that without language is okay. Noemi Grace Mebanua. Hi, sir. It's me again. So it means once I graduate from my bachelor degree, D2, then find a company that will sponsor me for E7 visa. Do I need to wait for 3 years more? What is that? Naomi, because I couldn't remember the whole person's. What is the last Naomi? Okay. D2 to F2 bachelor. Yeah. So in a bachelor degree holders, I said already, except for being hired at a Kospi or Kostak listed company, and you have to change E7, and your last year's income is more than 40 million won, or you have to wait for 3 years to F7. Okay? So the first year of being on E7, if you do 80 point and the E7 and the 1 year, but I said already, 1 year's income, last year's income. So if you're working this year, full year, your income certificate is released in the May next year. So you have to wait until then. And the Navin Kumar, thank you very much for the information. Oh, I think this is the last one. Ripon, sir, my visa after 99 salary 50 million won. Great. And the house 200 million won for F5 visa anyway? No. Even if you have a 200 million won year one for your housing, right? But F5, they are only available F5 1, and I think your case, but I don't know which visa do you have? Did you have before after 99? But if you got a master degree holder in Korea, a PhD degree holder in Korea, without this, I think mostly you have to meet F5-1, GNI double income. Salary, you have to meet GNI 1. It doesn't matter about you have a house or not. Okay? So you must meet GNI double income, not your asset. Okay, this is 11 a.m. at p.m. So that one is and the first time that since I finished the last year. So it was a very excellent time. So we can meet next Friday or so. So thank you very much for your participation, and see you next time. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Okay, see you next Friday. And if you have any questions, and consider it, rearrange it, and ask me next Friday through a live show. Okay, this is Mr. Zhang and Visa in Korea. And see you next time, next Friday. Bye bye.